Hey everybody, this is Dave Little, back in action here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. And as you know, it's been a couple of weeks since we were able to get the Epic Basketball League up onto the channel. We have had some technical difficulties. 2 weeks ago was Galacticon. Last week, as you know, I completely crashed and locked up and froze and could not get a stream up to show a game. And after about an hour's worth of technical finagling tonight, I think we are good to go. Thanks to Dave Koch Sports for his assistance. He was not able to replicate the problem I had last week, but instead he sent me an upgrade free of charge to the 2019 version of the software, and that was above and beyond expectations. Now let's see if we can get this to work. I was able to get the league imported from the previous version of the software after several crashes and having to uninstall everything. We have got the software up and running, and we have got the ball game ready to go. Tonight we bring you Bronze Division action from the 1971-72 Epic Basketball League, featuring the Portland Trail Blazers visiting the Buffalo Braves. These were not two of the better teams in the NBA. In fact, these were two of the bottom dwellers in the 1971-72 season. But we do have some exciting rookies on display here in this game, and hopefully it will be an enjoyable night of basketball. For the Portland Trail Blazers, the starting lineup features Walt Hazzard at the point guard position. Hazzard came over in a trade I'm already screwing up. For the Portland Trail Blazers, we've got Rick Adelman at point guard. They are the visitors. Fourth-year man out of Loyola Marymount. Y'all are familiar with Adelman from his performance here in Portland last year and his very successful NBA coaching career. At the shooting guard is the brilliant Jeff Petrie. He was Rookie of the Year in the NBA in 1970-71. He's back for his second year. This would be a tragic year for Petrie, as his season would be cut short due to injuries, and he would not be able to repeat the brilliant performance of his rookie season. At the small forward is Gary Greger, fourth-year man out of South Carolina. The power forward is the guy to watch for Portland. He is Sidney Wicks. He is a rookie out of UCLA, and he was the Rookie of the Year in the NBA for 1971-72, averaging 24.5 points and 11.5 rebounds per game. And Wicks would go on to a very fine NBA career. And the big man down low, the center, is Dale Schluter, fourth-year man out of Colorado State. Portland was not good. They went 18-64, NBA worst in 1971-72, as they fired their coach Tom Rowland after 56 games and replaced him with Stu Inman, who would finish out the season for Portland and never have another NBA head coaching job. Portland was the league's worst defensive team at 116.5 points allowed per game and finished 15th out of 17 teams in the league with an offensive scoring average of 106.8. The homestanding Buffalo Braves here in Buffalo Memorial Auditorium only barely did better than Portland in this season. Johnny McCarthy was the head coach. The team went 22-60, also not a playoff team in the NBA. Worst offense in the league at 102 points per game, and defensively gave up 111.3, putting them 11th out of 17 teams. But the bright spot for Buffalo is two brilliant rookies, both named Smith. The center, Elmore Smith, came out of Kentucky State University and in his rookie season put up 17 points a game and 15 rebounds. Randy Smith was the rookie out of Buffalo State at the small forward. He averaged 13.4 points per game in his rookie season, and he built himself a 12-year NBA career where he was a two-time All-Star and a one-time All-Star Game MVP. So for a seventh-round draft pick back in the day, that was quite the steal. The point guard for Buffalo is Walt Hazzard, seventh-year man out of UCLA. You may remember Hazzard from last season where he played in Atlanta and was moved over here to Buffalo in a trade. Rounding out the starting lineup is the veteran point guard Dick Garrett out of Southern Illinois. And the best player on the Braves this season, the power forward Bob Kaufman, 6'8", fourth-year man out of Guilford. He averaged a team-high 18.9 points per game and contributed 10.2 rebounds per game and was an all-star in the 1971-72 season. All right, so the players have taken the court, and I think we are set to go here. This is newly installed software, so I may have to tweak some settings along the way, but it is time for some Friday night basketball here at the Dave Cave. So let's get it started. The opening tip-off. First, we have the announcement of the starting lineups. We heard that already. The referee tosses the ball up, and it goes to Portland. On the opening tip, Rick Adelman sets up the offense for the Blazers. He looks around. He's got Gregor on the inside guarded by Randy Smith. That looks like a pretty good matchup on the low post. So he is going to work it down to Gregor on the post, Gary Gregor. Looks inside. Short jump shot is off, no good. And Bob Kaufman takes the rebound for Buffalo. Here come the Braves, the home team, moving from left to right on your computer screen with Walt Hazzard running the point. Hazzard looks to set up the offense. He's got Garrett on the outside working against Jeff Petrie. Garrett's going to pull the trigger from outside. But no, he's got the ball stripped and stolen by Sidney Wicks, and Portland has numbers coming the other way. Rick Adelman leading the fast break. Adelman slows it down and then kicks it away out of bounds. The basketball goes over to Buffalo. It's Dick Garrett with it on the wing. Looking to get things started. They're going to look inside to Kaufman down low. He's their leading scorer. He's battling with Sidney Wicks, the rookie down there. The short jump shot spins out. And it is rebounded by Garrett on the outside, and he kicks it back out to Hazzard. And Buffalo will get a fresh 25. I already don't like how the performance of the game is, so let's see if we can smooth that out a little bit. We'll get rid of some of the sound effects, see if that won't make the options run a little more smoothly. People like this shot video. I was never crazy about it, but people do like it. So let's try another possession or two and see what happens. It is Elmore Smith, the open man on the inside for Buffalo. He gets the pass from Hazzard. He lays it up and good. And we have our first 2 points of the ball game.
Elmore Smith from Garrett.
The Braves take a 2-0 lead. Let's see if we can speed up the ball movement here and see if that helps us a little bit with some of that choppiness. All right, Rick Adelman brings Portland back the other way. Welcome, baseball demos, to the chat room. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Better than the sham of baseball season. Well, maybe so, but I loved watching my Cincinnati Reds tonight. Sonny Gray was on a roll, and the Reds beat the daylights out of the Detroit Tigers. Mike Moustakas with a big home run for the Reds. I love baseball so much that I don't care if there's cardboard cutouts in the stands and goofy rules and everything else. I was happy to see baseball the last couple of nights. So here we go with Portland basketball. They're going to look inside to the rookie Sidney Wicks. Wicks works against Kaufman, and there's a reach-in foul, and that is going to go against Elmore Smith. First foul of the game. Wicks will go to the line for one free throw. The free throw by Wicks is up. And good. And the rookie Sidney Wicks has his first point for his career here in the Epic Basketball League. Got the ball movement going a little too fast now, so let's kick it up to about 4. See how we like that. Hazard sets up the offense for Buffalo. The Braves leading 2-1, just under a minute gone by here in the opening period. Hazard's got it open up top, works it around over to Garrett on the sideline, on the wing. Garrett from the wing tries to get it to Petrie. It bounces off his foot and out of bounds. Petrie got his foot into the passing lane, and the ball will stay here with Buffalo, and I'm going to tweak some more settings. Slow down the play-by-play here a little bit, see how that works. In case you just joined us, I had to completely reinstall the program, and the settings are a little goofy now, so we're going to be tweaking things here the first quarter and hopefully get it where we like it by the time the game picks up. Hazard has it out on top. He's going to drive to the hoop. Steps around Adelman, gets into the lane, gets it to Kaufman on the baseline. Kaufman takes the jump shot and hits
Hazard.
it. And that is the first basket of the season for Bob Kaufman. Buffalo now leading 4-1. Portland looking for their first field goal of the night. And once again, they're going to work it down low to Sidney Wicks. Wicks with a turnaround jump shot, long, no good. Rebound is taken by Smith, Elmore Smith. And back come the Buffalo Braves. They've got Elmore Smith on a favorable switch inside against the smaller Gregor. Elmore Smith takes the short jump shot. It's no good. Rebound on the play goes to Bob Kaufman on the offensive glass. Kaufman with the putback. The turnaround jump shot is good.
Bob Kaufman.
4 points for Kaufman. Buffalo now with a 6-1 lead. They're going to look down low to Gary Gregor this time. Gregor posting up against the smaller Randy Smith. He can't get that one to go. And the Portland Trailblazers cannot throw it in the ocean here in the first quarter. Buffalo on the transition. They've got Garrett with a couple of bigs, and Garrett's going to pull it back out and get the ball back to Walt Hazard to reset the offense. Hazard's going to look inside to Randy Smith, who's working on the low post. Smith gets it down to Kaufman. Kaufman takes a jump shot. It won't go, but a foul is called on the center, Dale Schluter, coming over to help out on defense. And Bob Kaufman will go to the line to shoot 2. Kaufman already with 4 points here tonight. Shot almost 80% from the free throw line in the NBA season, and he hits the first. 7-1 now. Buffalo opening up a big lead here in the opening quarter, just 2.5 minutes gone by. Kaufman misses the second. There's a battle for the rebound, and Gary Gregor comes out with it for Portland. Portland looking to set things up. They've got Adelman working on the outside against the point guard, Walt Hazard. Adelman's going to look to set something up. He gets it to Wicks down low. Wicks comes off the screen, has the smaller Hazard on him. Wicks turns around, jump shot is good. Sidney Wicks with all 3 points for Portland here tonight. But the Braves still lead by 4 with the basketball. Hazard works it around. He's going to call his own number from the top of the key. His shot is no good. The rebound is kicked around and bounced out of bounds. It will go to Portland. Portland hoping to cut into this lead. Now 8:50 to go in the first quarter. And they are going to look once again down to Sidney Wicks down low. His layup from the lane is no good, off the side of the rim. Dale Schluter comes out with the offensive board. Schluter's going to go for the putback, and he puts it home.
Schluter scores.
And we've got a whistle on the play and a foul, and that's going to go against Hazard. So Schluter has the chance here for a 3-point play. Hazard tried to reach in and pick Schluter's pocket, but Schluter was too strong. Took it up through the foul. Got the basket and the 3-point attempt and his free throw is good. And just like that, it's a 5-0 run for Portland. And we are now at a 7-6 ball game. Back come the Braves. Hazard runs the offense. Swings it around to Dick Garrett on the outside. Garrett comes off the screen. He's got room for the jump shot. His fadeaway is good.
Dick Garrett.
First basket for Garrett, and it is a 9-6 ball game. Here come the Braves. They've got it down low with Wicks, and he's got the smaller Randy Smith on his hip. Wicks turns and shoots and scores.
Wicks scores.
And Smith got him on the hand. That is going to be the first foul on Randy Smith. And Sidney Wicks has the chance to tie the ball game. A little glitch in Action PC basketball when it comes to these fouls. I've got the whistle sound effect turned up all the way and I can't hear it. And there's a pause in the play-by-play when the foul is called, so I don't always get it the first time through on the call. Wicks misses the free throw. The rebound bounces around and comes out to Adelman. Adelman passes out to Petrie, and the Trailblazers will have the ball with a fresh 24 seconds as they attempt to take their first lead of the game. Petrie, dribbling on the wing, is going to take it to the hole.
Hilton checks in for Buffalo.
Oh, and we've got a whistle and a delay of the game here as Dick Garrett has to leave the game shaken up, and he will be replaced at the point guard position by Fred Hilton, the rookie out of Grambling State, seeing his first action of the night. Under 8 to play, Braves still lead by 1. And it is Gregor to inbound. Gets it out on top to Adelman. Adelman finds Petrie. Petrie for the jump shot. No good. Off the back of the rim, high up into the air, but we've got a whistle and a foul. And that is going to go on Fred Hilton just into the game. Jeff Petrie to the line to shoot 2. Petrie, a fine performance from the free throw line, 79% for the NBA season. He connects on the first, and we've got a tie at 9-9. Petrie dribbles, sets himself, and makes the second. 2 for 2 for Petrie, and the Portland Trailblazers have their first lead of the night. Buffalo looking to set things up. Nothing going around on the first run of the offense. They swing it back around. They get it down low to Elmore Smith. Smith working against Schluter. Strong move to the bucket. His shot is up and good.
Elmore Smith.
That is 4 points for Elmore Smith. Buffalo back on top. Here comes Portland. Adelman's got it. Working against Kaufman out high. Not much going there. He's going to look for some action with his teammates. Gets it down to Schluter. Schluter is caught up on the baseline. He's not going to accomplish anything down there. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Schluter's going to have to force one up from the perimeter, and his jump shot misses badly. But he is fouled on the play by Elmore Smith. That's 2 fouls on Elmore Smith, and that is costly. Schluter had to force one up with his shot clock running down, and Elmore Smith fouled him, bailed him out, and he's probably going to have to go to the bench now. Schluter lines up the free throw. It's off the back rim, no good.
Warner checks in for Buffalo.
And into the game for the Buffalo Braves is the backup power forward Cornell Warner, second-year man out of Jackson State. Schluter with a chance to tie the game. His second free throw is up and good. And we're tied at 11. Hazard brings the Braves back. He's got Hilton on the wing, but Petrie's all over him. Petrie, a solid defensive player. Hazard's going to call his own number and step into the lane. He moves around to Adelman, but he walked with it, and that's a turnover. Portland regains possession with the ball game tied here at 11 now. 7 minutes exactly remaining in the first period. Adelman surveys the court. He's got options. He looks down low to Sidney Wicks, who's been productive so far tonight. The short rainbow shot by Wicks is good.
Wicks. from Petrie.
Wicks now with 7 points on the game to lead all scorers, and he's showing flashes of his rookie brilliance here in Buffalo Memorial Auditorium tonight. Old Hazard with it on the outside. Looking to distribute. Sends it to Warner, but it's behind him and it goes out of bounds. Portland basketball. Another turnover for the Braves. That's their third of the night. And Rick Adelman will bring the Portland offense back down the court and look to extend the lead. Adelman swings it around, gets it back. They dump it in down low to Wicks. 13 on the shot clock. Wicks is going to work against Kaufman. He's the hot hand. He shoots from in close, nothing but net.
Wicks scores
And he got the
from
contact
Schluter.
on the play from Hilton. Fred Hilton got him from behind as Wicks took it up strong. And Wicks will get 2 to make 1 now as Portland is in the bonus. Leading now 15-11 as they've got a nice little scoring run going here. Wicks with the free throw, it's good. And it is now 16-11 in favor of the Trailblazers. Buffalo's got a drought going here, and they need to get something done to get back on the scoreboard. They've got what they call the GMA offense going, generalized milling around. Can't seem to find their direction. They finally dump it down low to Bob Kaufman. Kaufman working on the baseline. Kaufman steps around, nice drop step around Sidney Wicks. He lays it up and good. And the scoring drought has ended for the Braves, but they still trail by 3 midway through the first period. Portland dumps it in down low once again to Wicks. Wicks is going to keep shooting. He's the hot guy. He shoots over Kaufman and good.
Wicks.
Nice little baseline jump shot by Wicks. He's showing a lot of versatility here tonight. Scoring on the baseline and scoring in the lane. He has got 12 points. He is having a beautiful first quarter here. And now on the offensive end for Buffalo, we've got another turnover as Cornell Warner loses the ball out of bounds. And the basketball goes back to Portland. From the bench, Adelman gets it into Wicks. Wicks now from 15 hits another one. That's 5 in a row for Sidney Wicks. Back the other way, we've got Randy Smith. Getting loose
Hazard.
on the defense, and he sneaks in and lays it up and good. It is 20-15 now. And here's a steal by
Walt Hazard.
Hazard. He takes it all the way. And now we've got something going on with the settings because I haven't been able to call a play here in about 3 possessions. Now we've got
Schluter.
A turnaround jump shot. Good. Let me see if I can interrupt this somehow and get back into the setup. Gameplay setup. Call all plays. Both teams are being coached by the human. Both defenses are being coached by the computer. Let's see if we can't regain control of the action here. Back and forth we went for several possessions without any manual input from me. And Portland has the 5-point lead now. And Buffalo with the basketball as they bring it down after a turnaround jump shot by Schluter off of an offensive board. Hazard has the ball out on top. He's going to work it down to Randy Smith on the low post. Smith gets it over to Warner inside. Warner off the side of the rim, no good. The rebound goes to Sidney Wicks. Wicks has it inside. Working against the smaller Randy Smith. Wicks has room to operate. Another short jump shot. This one is no good off the front of the rim. But Rick Adelman sneaks in, grabs the offensive rebound, and kicks it back out to the top. And with 4 minutes to play in the quarter, Portland has the basketball and a fresh 24-second shot clock. They get it down inside to Schluter. Schluter has a step on the baseline, and he converts that
Schluter from Wicks.
Assist from Sidney Wicks that time. And would you look at this, Portland is shooting 60% from the field. Buffalo 67%. Portland's got the advantage at the free throw line, and they enjoy a 7-point lead because of that. Walt Hazard now with it for Buffalo. Gets it over to Randy Smith, working down low against Gregor. 14 on the shot clock. They're going to kick it back out to Hazard. Hazard passes to Kaufman, back to Hazard. Jump shot from the wing is good.
Walt Hazard from
4 points in
Kaufman.
the first period here for Walt Hazard, and the lead is back to 5. Here comes Portland. Adelman working against Randy Smith out top. Looks to distribute. Dribbles to his right.
Steele and McKenzie check in for Portland.
And once again, jumping ahead, Adelman missed the jump shot. And on the rebound, there was a loose ball foul on Gregor. And that will send just into the game Mike Davis for Buffalo to the free throw line for 1 shot. Shot by Davis is up and good. The lead is now 4 with 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. And Portland bringing the ball back on offense under the leadership of Larry Steele now, rookie out of Kentucky. Steele has it working against Hazard. Calls a play. They get it over to Petrie on the wing. Petrie hasn't seen much action here tonight, only 2 points. He's going to try and get into the lane. He's cut off in the lane by Warner. His short jump shot rolls around and off, but he is fouled on the play by Mike Davis. And Jeff Petrie will go to the line for 2 free throws. First shot for Petrie, no good.
Hummer checks in for Buffalo.
And into the game for Buffalo is John Hummer, second-year man out of Princeton. Shot for Petrie. He missed them both. That's a surprise. Bob Kaufman takes the rebound for Buffalo, and the Braves have another possession. They've got it on top with Hazard. Hazard works it down low to Warner. 13 on the shot clock. Still plenty of time to make something happen. They get it back out on top to Hazard. Hazard's going to have to pull the trigger with the shot clock running down. He gets it down to Kaufman, the short jump shot. It's Kaufman who takes the jumper.
Bob
and
Kaufman
he drops it home.
from Hazard.
Kaufman leading the Braves with 9 points. He's really the lone bright spot of the Braves' first quarter. But they are back to within 2 as we're now under 3 minutes to play before the first quarter ends. Schluter down low. Rainbow jump shot, nothing but net. That's double digits for Schluter. And Portland's up 26-22. Walt Hazard has a step on the outside. He attacks the rim. Finger roll is blocked away. Sidney Wicks got him, and Wicks pulls the rebound for Portland. Fine defensive play there by Sidney Wicks, and they're going to throw it down to him on the low block and let him do some more work inside. It's knocked away to Wicks. Wicks lays it up and good. And that is
Wicks
a 16-point first quarter for Sidney Wicks. Portland back on top by 6. Cornell Warner has it on the outside. He's going to swing it back out on top to Hazard. Minute 52 to play.
Yelverton, Knight, and Imhoff check in for Portland.
And now we've got a whistle and a foul. That is the foul on Steele on the outside. He fouled Mike Davis. And Mike Davis will go to the line for 1 free throw. 76% shooter on the year. And Davis missed that one. And Steele takes the rebound for Portland. Minute 46 to play. Portland leading by 6. They've got their full second unit on the court now for the Blazers. The open man is the power forward, Ron Knight. And Ron Knight gets loose on the baseline, takes the short jump shot. It's good. And Portland now has their biggest lead of the night, 30-22. Hazard comes back for Buffalo. He's going to call his own number. No, he's fouled on the play by Stan McKenzie, who's in the game. And it will be 1 shot for Hazard. 4th team foul on Portland here in the first quarter. Hazard with the chance for his 5th point of the night. He gets it to go. And it's now a 30-23 basketball game. Portland back in possession. They look outside to McKenzie. McKenzie from the wing has it tipped and stolen away by Mike Davis. Davis gets it to Hazard, and the Braves will run. Hazard's got it. He takes it to the hole himself. His layup is no good. Nice defense getting back there by Charlie Elverton. There's a battle for the rebound, and Steele comes back to take it away for Portland. 1 minute to play now. Portland leading by 7 here in the first quarter. The open man down low is Knight. Ron Knight has already hit one jump shot. He hits a second one.
Knight.
And it is a 32-23 ball game. That Buffalo defense is not good, and they're showing it here tonight. Giving up 32 points already in the first period. Hazard looks to set things up. Gets it over to Davis on the wing. Davis working against Charlie Elverton. Floats to the basket. Portland's weak inside, and the layup by Davis is up and good.
Mike Davis
off
from
the backboard
Hazard.
and off the glass. Give the assist on the play to Walt Hazard. Already 4 assists for Hazard here in quarter number 1. 7-point lead, Portland with the basketball. 28 seconds to go on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock, so Portland will need to get a shot off. They're going to work the ball around the perimeter and run some clock here, looking for the open opportunity. McKenzie with it on the wing, sends it back out to Steele. They get it down to Ron Knight with 6 on the shot clock. Knight's going to put it up over Kaufman again, working in the low post, and this one rolls in and out. Couldn't get that one to go. Steele with the offensive board. 6 seconds to play. Steele can't get a shot off. Steele tries to get it back to Knight. Can he get the shot off before the end of the quarter? The short jump shot at the buzzer is good, and that will count.
At the end of the first quarter, Portland 34, Buffalo 25.
So Ron Knight comes off the bench and gives the Blazers a spark at the end of the first quarter, scoring 6 points in just a brief period of play. And as we go to the break, it is Portland 34, Buffalo 25. All right, before we head back to the second quarter, give you a little update on what's been happening in the Epic sports broadcasting world. 2 weeks ago, I had the opportunity and indeed the pleasure of attending the virtual edition of the Filsinger Games annual gaming convention known as Galacticon. I'm going to go to the close-up view here for the quarter break because I do have some things that I want to talk about and some things to show off. Galacticon is an awesome weekend. A bunch of guys, we were supposed to meet up in Chicago this year. Usually there's about 30 or so guys in attendance who love to play games from the Filsinger Games line, both the Legends of Wrestling, which celebrates the history of professional wrestling around the world, and also the Champions of the Galaxy, the fictitious version of intergalactic wrestling. And both games are very popular among the Filsinger Games crowd. And so Friday night, sat up all night talking wrestling with a bunch of old friends on I think it was Zoom we were on, because we could not make the trip to Chicago. Had several great tournaments over the weekend. Big winners in the tournaments. The Canada Cup, the big round-robin tournament on Sunday, was won by Johnny Valentine. The Legends tournament was won by Harley Race. And the ladies tournament was won by Sherry Martell, who is the current Heartland Ladies Champion in my own federation, Heartland Championship Wrestling. And you'll see her in action tomorrow, defending her title against Angelus Lane. Also at Galacticon, we had the annual auction, where wrestling memorabilia is auctioned off in the name of charity. And this year's charity was the George Tragos Luthez Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. And I'm proud to say that we raised $2,000 for the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame couldn't run their annual banquet this year, and that's where most of their income is generated. So we were happy to make a donation to the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame in Waterloo, Iowa. Only 3 hours drive from Madison, Wisconsin. I plan to make the trip down next summer and check that out firsthand. I was able to pick up a couple of nice pieces of wrestling memorabilia that I'm going to show, and then we'll get back to the basketball. The first thing I was able to obtain in the auction was a piece of original card art from the original Legends of Wrestling card by an independent wrestler named Delirious. This guy was a goofball. He was hilarious. He could wrestle and he could entertain, and he has been semi-retired from in-ring competition for the past few years as he's gotten into more of the front office work. But this guy was one of my favorites back in the day, and I was proud to pick up this copy of his card art. I was also able to obtain another piece for my wrestling scrapbook, which is a color autographed photograph of this guy who you may recognize as Cowboy Bob Orton. Cowboy Bob Orton, father of the current superstar Randy Orton. Cowboy Bob Orton had a very successful professional career of his own, probably best remembered for his run as the bodyguard for Roddy Piper in Roddy Piper's heyday as a heel. Orton, of course, suffered an arm injury and was forced to wear a cast, and found that that cast was a handy weapon to use in wrestling matches. And so he wore that cast for probably the last 10 or 12 years of his wrestling career. And it was the big joke that Bob Orton was a slow healer. But the cast became part of the gimmick, and the gimmick became part of legend. So here is a photograph. Actually, the guy who sold these was kind enough to send 2 photographs autographed of Cowboy Bob Orton back in, this is probably the late 70s, early 80s when Orton was in his prime. So those were the 2 pieces of memorabilia that I was pleased to collect at Galacticon, where a good time was had by all. Hopefully next year we'll be able to do it live and in person once again. But for the time being, it was a good weekend virtually to hang out with friends and enjoy the sport of professional wrestling. Okay, let's get back to action. Quick look at the first quarter box score. And let's see how things shook out. Portland had the 34-25 scoring lead. The Blazers shot 60% from the field. Buffalo actually shot 65% from the field. Portland had the advantage at the free throw line, and that's what powered them out to the lead, as well as 5 offensive rebounds and a total of 7 assists. Your high scorer for the period, and really the player of the game thus far, was the rookie Sidney Wicks. 16 points in that first quarter and a couple of rebounds. Dale Schluter added 10 points down low as the Trailblazers dominated the paint. For Buffalo, 4 turnovers, 2 by Walt Hazzard. High scorer for the Braves was their leading scorer on the season, Bob Kaufman, the All-Star, with 9 points in the period. And with that, I think we are ready to get to second quarter action. So we will jump it up once again.
On the court to start the second quarter, for Portland, Steele, Yelverton, McKenzie, Schluter, and Imhoff. For Buffalo, Bryant, Garrett, Hummer, Kaufman, and Warner.
All right, let's get rid of the I am going to get rid of the narrator who can get rid of the lineup changes from the narrator. That's a little bit much. Okay, the jump ball goes to Buffalo to start the second quarter. Emmett Bryant now in the game at the point guard for the Braves. They've got 2 starters in the game, Dick Garrett and Bob Kaufman, along with Emmett Bryant at the point, John Hummer at the small forward, and Cornell Warner down low. Portland counters with only Dale Schluter from their starting lineup. Daryl Inhofe is in the game down low. The backcourt is still Charlie Yelverton and Larry Steele. and it is Stan McKenzie, the veteran from New York University, at the small forward. So let's see if Buffalo can cut into the deficit here as the second units are going to get things done. They work the ball down to Kaufman. He's their guy on the baseline. He's got an open shot against Schluter, but it spins out, and it is Imhoff with the rebound for Portland. Buffalo comes up empty to start the period. And now they have got Stan McKenzie open on the wing. Gets the pass from Steele. Drives to the hole. Lays it up, and good.
McKenzie, from Schluter.
First basket of the game for McKenzie. He was knocked down, but no call on that play. He gets the basket, and for the first time, we have a double-digit difference in the score as the Trailblazers lead 11. Bryant sets up the Braves. Gets it over to Bryant to Kaufman on the right wing, and Bryant gets it back and loses it out of bounds. Another turnover for the Braves, and Portland has a chance to extend the lead. And Clinton Parks is here at the arena tonight. Thanks for stopping by. Funny seeing a future coach. We'll see a lot of future coaches in this ball game. We'll see Jerry Sloan, who had great years with the Chicago Bulls as a coach. We'll see. I'm not sure if Lenny Wilkins played last season. I'm not sure if he is still active in the current season, but he was another fine coach. Don Nelson, of course, for the Celtics, went on to become a very successful coach. So yeah, we'll see plenty of coaches as we go through the 71-72 season here. Portland with the basketball and an 11-point lead, and they are going to look inside to Daryl Imhoff on the low block. Imhoff inside, has it stolen away by Kaufman. Buffalo has numbers, but they don't have the athletes, as it's Garrett and a couple of bigs running the floor. So Garrett's just going to pull it out, and they'll reset the offense. They look down low to Kaufman. He's their main man in the low post. The short jump shot is up this time and good.
Bob Kaufman.
And that is double digits for Bob Kaufman. 36-27 now. Buffalo back to within 9. Portland works it down to Schluter. Had a fine first quarter with 10 points. Schluter unloads his first shot of the period here, and he gets it to go. 5 straight for Schluter, and the lead is back to 11. Bryant has it on the outside. Looks to deliver the pass. It's with Garrett on the wing. Garrett's going to pull the trigger from 17 feet away. Yeah, it's off the rim, no good. And on the rebound, we have a loose ball foul, and that's going to go against Kaufman. Stan McKenzie shooting one for the Blazers. 83% shooter on the season, and the shot's good. Now a 12-point lead for Portland, biggest lead of the game, 39-27. 2 minutes gone here in the second period. At halftime, we'll have some channel updates. And until then, we've got more basketball with Emmett Bryant running the offense for the Braves. Once again, they find Kaufman. This time he steps away from the basket, faces up on the baseline. He's going to take the jump shot from out there. It's too strong, no good, hard off the rim. Rebound is fought for and grabbed by Larry Steele. Another possession for Portland. Steele brings it up slowly, swings it to McKenzie on the wing. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to work for a better look, but McKenzie threw it away. Ron Knight back into the game for Portland. He gave the Blazers a little spark at the end of the first period. And into the game for the first time for Buffalo is the former Ohio State Buckeye Bill Hoskett. Hoskett, a fine college basketball player. His pro career was rather unremarkable, but Hoskett went on to become the play-by-play voice of the Ohio State basketball Buckeyes for many years. Very popular figure around the Columbus area. Hoskett has the ball outside facing up against Daryl Imhoff. He's going to take the shot. No, he has to pass inside to Hummer. Hummer kicks it out to the wing. And the shot from short range is no good. Hummer gets his own rebound. Hummer on the putback attempt rises up. Still won't get it to go. And the rebound is taken by Larry Steele. 5 rebounds for Larry Steele from the point guard position for Portland. And Steele has it on the top of the key. It's taken away by Emmett Bryant. Bryant has it. Bryant steals it and brings it back for Buffalo. Once again, it's Hoskett on the outside. Drives the perimeter, gets into the lane, and gets the shot up and
Bill
good.
Hoskett.
Hoskett takes one off the glass for his first basket of the game, and the difference now is 10 with 8:35 to play. Here's Knight. Knight on the inside. He is knocked to the floor, and that is going to be an offensive foul as Knight got the elbow out and put Bob Kaufman on his fanny on the floor, and that is going to go the other way. Multiple subs back for both teams. We've got 4 of the starting 5 back in for Buffalo. Hoskett still at the power forward as Bob Kaufman takes a rest, and the remainder of the starters are in for Buffalo. For Portland, they've got Wicks coming back in, Adelman coming back in. Gary Greger is back into the game. Willie McCarter will see his first action of the night, and Darrell Imhoff remains in the game and moves over to the center position. Buffalo trailing by 10. Walt Hazard now running the offense for the Braves. Hazard looks inside to Elmore Smith. Smith on the low block. Lays it up and good.
Elmore Smith, from Hazard.
Give Hazard the assist on the play. That is his 5th of the night. And the lead is back down to 8. Portland has it now with Adelman running the show. He's going to dump it inside to Gary Greger, who has room in the paint to operate against the smaller Randy Smith. What's Greger going to do? He fakes left, turns to his right, dishes the ball back out to Adelman, back down inside to McCarter, back to Adelman. Somebody do something with it. The shot clock's running down. Greger finally pulls the trigger from 5 feet away, and Smith sends it back. Elmore Smith swatted that one away, took the rebound, and we've got a loose ball foul on the play. That's going to go against Sidney Wicks. So Elmore Smith protecting the paint down there in a big way. As we say hello to Al, Red Sox fan, in the chat room. Welcome, Al. Late night basketball here at the Dave Cave. As you saw last week, the Action PC basketball totally crashed. I got in touch with Dave Koch, and he was kind enough to he couldn't replicate the problem, but he sent me a free upgrade to the 2019 version of the software. So thanks to Dave. I guess I learned from the Digital Dice podcast that his name is actually pronounced Cook. Dave Cook. It's spelled K-O-C-H, but pronounced Cook. I'm sorry, Coke. Coke or Cook? One of those. I think it's Coke. But he was kind enough to send me a free version of the 2019 software upgrade. So I appreciate the fine customer service from the Action PC Sports line. Elmore Smith at the line. He will shoot one after the loose ball foul was called at the other end. Not a good free throw shooter, only 53%, but he gets this one to go, and the lead is down to 7. 7 points now for Elmore Smith. Portland comes back with Petrie on the wing. Petrie is going to look to set the offense. They get it down inside to Sidney Wicks, working against Hoskett. Wicks gets into the lane. Short jump shot is no good. Hoskett made him alter the shot, but Darrell Imhoff sneaks in and takes possession with the offensive rebound, and Portland will get a fresh 24. Imhoff kicks it back out to Adelman. Adelman searches the floor, looks down low to Wicks. Wicks is going to take another shot at it. But this time it's stolen away by Hazard. Hazard came over on the help defense and picked Wicks's pocket, and the Braves have the basketball and a chance to cut further into the lead. They swing it over to Dick Garrett. Garrett down to Hoskett. Hoskett turns and fires over Petrie, gets that one to go. 4 points now for Hoskett. The lead is back down to 5. Blazers bring it back. Petrie has it on the outside. He's got Hoskett as he comes off the screen. He's got the open jump shot, and it's no good. He can't hit that one. Walt Hazard takes the rebound and thought about a transition attack, but they don't have the numbers, and the Braves will pull it back out and reset the offense. Hazard with it out top, working against Adelman. He's going to try to cross over on Adelman, get into the lane. He finds Smith on the baseline.
Randy
The jump
Smith
shot is up for Randy
Hazard.
Smith, and that's good. 6 assists now for Walt Hazard as Randy Smith knocks down his 4th point of the game, and the Braves have cut it to 3. Trailblazers coming back with Wicks. Working against Bill Hoskett. Hoskett got the best of him the last time. Wicks with the short jump shot. Again, he can't get it to go, but he's bodied this time and fouled by Walt Hazard. Wicks had 16 points in a beautiful first quarter, but here in the second he is scoreless so far, but he's got a couple opportunities from the free throw line to get back on track. Wicks with the first shot, no good. Second shot for Wicks is good. 17 now for Wicks. The Portland lead is up to 4. 6:41 to play before halftime. Buffalo has Hazard taking it into the front court. From the outside, shoots from 15 feet away, missed badly because Dum Dum here clicked the wrong name on the mouse. I wanted to go to Garrett, and I accidentally clicked on Hazard, and that's a turnover. Portland basketball. They're going to go back down to Wicks. Working now against Bob Kaufman back into the game. Short jump shot for Wicks, no good, off the front rim. And it is Smith with the rebound for Buffalo. Smith out to Garrett. Garrett on the release. But Garrett's going to pull it back out as the point guard was trailing the play. And that's not who you want quarterbacking your fast break. They work it down to Randy Smith. Guarded and harassed on the perimeter by Greger. He's going to try and get it down to Elmore Smith. Smith looks for it on the alley-oop, and he slams it home.
From Hazard.
Hazard found Smith with the alley-oop. Smith went up with the left hand and threw that one down. 9 points for Smith. It's now a 2-point game. So back and forth we go. Portland had stretched the lead to 12. Buffalo has battled back. And once again, we've got a very close ball game midway through quarter number 2. Wicks has it on the outside. Bodies up, backs it down against Kaufman. He's going to take the shot. Works it in from close range, cannot get it to go. And it is Smith coming out of it with the rebound for Buffalo, and the Braves have a chance to tie. Hazard with it out on top. Hazard takes it into the paint. Dishes off to Garrett in the lane. Short jump shot by Garrett over Adelman is up and good, and we're tied. How about that? Back and forth we go as the Braves have come back from a 12-point deficit to tie it with 5:30 to play here in the second quarter. Adelman has it out on top, working against Hazard. He looks to distribute. Tries to get it to Wicks. Wicks was not open on the play, and that one gets out of way and out of bounds for a turnover. Now 9 turnovers on the game for Portland. Buffalo turned it over 4 times in the first quarter, but only once here in the second, and that has been a large measure of their success in climbing back into this ball game. You got to take care of the basketball. And it is Hazard with it for the Braves. Tries to get it into Kaufman. Kaufman can't get open. Hazard passes it over to Smith, and it gets away and out of bounds. Portland basketball. And I'm going to tweak the setting one more time, because there are times when that play-by-play just shoots by. We'll knock that up to about a 4 and see if that helps. Adelman running the offense for Portland as the Blazers want to break the tie and regain the lead. They work it down to Sidney Wicks down low. Posting up and Kaufman knocks it away from him out of bounds. The ball will remain here with Portland with 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. They've got Gregor with it down low. Bob Kaufman comes over to help out on defense on the switch. And once again, Hazard reaches in and steals that one away. 3 steals for Walt Hazard. And it is Buffalo with a chance to break the tie. They work it down to Kaufman. Doesn't have a good matchup with Petrie on him out away from the basket. Kaufman has to force one up, but he gets it to go.
Bob Kaufman.
Nothing but net for Kaufman. He's got 13 on the game, and Buffalo has regained the lead. These are not two of the better teams in the NBA, but they are competing well with each other. 4 minutes to play here until halftime. Adelman from the outside takes it into the lane. Steps around Hazard, lays it up and good. He got that off the give and go by Petrie. There was some contact in the lane. No call, but Adelman got the basket, and once again we are tied. The open man for Buffalo is Elmore Smith. His turnaround jump shot from the baseline is good.
Elmore Smith from Garrett.
And we've got Elmore Smith in double figures now for Buffalo. Braves back out on top by 2. Adelman directs traffic for the Blazers. They've got Petrie with it on the wing. Petrie's going to try and take it to the hole. He gets past Garrett, but his shot at the rim is no good. And it is Gregor who taps the offensive rebound and grabs it for Portland. Gregor's going to try for the putback. He takes it up with the left hand, but he had his pocket picked by Kaufman. Nice recovery by Bob Kaufman. Didn't do a good job on the box out, but did recover nicely. Walt Hazard is going to lead the break now the other way. And Randy Smith with the layup in transition. Cannot get it to go, but he is fouled on the drive by Adelman. And Randy Smith will go to the line for 2 free throws. Buffalo looks to extend the lead now with 3:36 to play in the second quarter. Randy Smith misses the first one. Randy takes a deep breath, tries to gather his wits, and he gets the second one to go. A little extra time, a little extra bend to the knees. Got the second one to fall. Buffalo's back up by 3. They look inside to Gregor, posting up low against the smaller Randy Smith. Gregor bullies his way into the lane. Turnaround with the right hand is good, and he is fouled on the play by Smith. 3-point opportunity for Gary Gregor, and he has the chance to tie the game. 76% free throw shooter in the regular season, and the shot by Gregor is good. Tie ball game once again. 3:23 to play. Buffalo Braves with the basketball here on their home court. Walt Hazard runs the offense. Sends it over to Bob Kaufman working the baseline. He drives around Wicks, gets into the lane. His shot is up, no good. But Schluter is called for the foul, as Schluter tried to step in and didn't get there quite on time. It'll be 2 shots for Bob Kaufman. Kaufman leads the Braves with 13, now 14, as he hits the first. Kaufman misses the second, and Schluter takes the rebound. Buffalo now with a 1-point lead, Trailblazers with the basketball. Working the offense, Adelman has it working against Hazard, 14 on the shot clock. He swings it around to Petrie. Petrie's going to try and get to the hole against Fred Hilton. Actually, he cannot get around Hilton. He drops it down to Schluter on the low post, and Schluter stepped on the line with it, and that is another turnover for the Trailblazers. 12-6 turnovers, with Buffalo taking much better care of the basketball. And the Braves have a 1-point lead on the basketball as we are now under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Fred Hilton with it on the wing. Rookie out of Grambling State. Swings it back over to Hazard. Hazard back to Hilton. Hilton comes off the screen. He's guarded by Wicks. Hilton's going to try and take it to the lane. He's got a step. But the ball is knocked away, and there is a scramble on the floor, and we have got a tie-up and a jump ball now with 11 seconds on the shot clock. Randy Smith for Buffalo was the first one on the floor, but Gregor got in there and tied him up. And we'll have a jump ball here on the Buffalo end of the court. Gregor controls the jump. Portland takes the basketball. Adelman has it out on top. Working against Hazard. They dump it down inside to Wicks. Wicks will shoot. Still without a field goal here in the second half. He missed again. Hazard takes the rebound, and Buffalo with a chance to extend the lead. Wicks has gone cold here in the second quarter. Hazard calls his own number, takes a long jump shot. Didn't even really give the offense time to set up, but Adelman takes Smith takes the long rebound. Smith is going to pump fake. He tosses one up from the lane. It's no good. And Sidney Wicks comes away with the rebound for Portland. Adelman has numbers in transition for the Blazers. They bust out. They get it to Schluter. Schluter has it blocked. Blocked away by Elmore Smith. Rebound to Walt Hazard. And Buffalo is coming back in transition, but they're going to pull that one out and reset the offense. Under 2 minutes to play now in quarter number 2. A much lower scoring period as the field goal percentages have come down somewhat for both teams. And the overall pace of the game has slowed. Buffalo with the basketball, leading by 1. They get it to Hilton on the perimeter. Hilton down to Elmore Smith. Back to Hilton. Hilton tries the jump shot. It's swatted away by Schluter. Rebound goes to Elmore Smith. Smith works it into the lane for a short jump shot, and he gets that to go.
Elmore Smith.
Both teams have been scoring most of their points down on the low block. It's Kaufman and Smith, both in double digits for Buffalo. And on the other side, it's Wicks and Schluter doing all the work. Buffalo up 3, 48-45 as the first half is winding down. We'll have a channel update for you at halftime. Petrie wants it on the wing. He's got some space against Elmore Smith. He steps around Smith, gets into the lane. His shot is up, no good. Hilton with the rebound for Buffalo. Under a minute and a half to play. Hazard sets up Hilton. Hilton drives the lane. Comes off a pick from Elmore Smith. Oh, but Adelman got in there and stole one. Steal by Adelman. Possession back to Portland. Petrie with it on the wing. Moving to his right. Spin move. Tries to get to the basket. Loses it out of bounds. Buffalo basketball with just 1:01 to play before halftime. They swing it around to Petrie. To Hilton, guarded by Petrie. Hilton sends it into Randy Smith on the baseline, 16 on the shot clock. Smith can't find a teammate. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Smith's going to have to take the shot from the block. His short jump shot is up and good.
Randy Smith.
He ran out of ideas, finally put up the shot and got it to go. Buffalo back out on top now by 5 as the fortunes have turned here in the second quarter. Portland wants Gregor in down low, working the paint against the smaller Randy Smith. He kicks it out to Petrie. Foul line extended. Petrie drives, dishes it to Adelman. Adelman's jump shot is good.
Adelman scores.
Nice little
from
two-man
Petrie.
game for Petrie and Adelman. And give Adelman the basket and the foul. That foul is going to be against Elmore Smith once again. Randy Smith on the foul. That is his third. And Randy Smith will have to go to the bench for the last 30 seconds of play. Adelman with the free throw is good. And it's a 2-point game, 27 seconds to play. Buffalo will try to hold as long as they can. They're going to burn some clock here. They work it down to 14 on the shot clock. Down to 5 on the shot clock now. They look inside to Hummer. He's the open guy on the elbow. Hummer tries to back it down and throws that one away, out of bounds. Portland will get it with 3 seconds to shoot. We'll see if they can get something off here before the end of the period. Steele gets it to Wicks. Wicks drives to the basket. Short jump shot is off the side of the rim, no good, and that will end the half.
Buffalo 50, Portland 48.
50-48 is your score here at halftime. And I am going to take a short break, long enough to grab a drink and keep my throat dry, my throat moist. And I will let you all look over the box score as I quickly run to refill the drink and get ready for half number 2. All right, we are back, and Diet A&W root beer is my friend. Now, Red Sox fans said it's a very close game. Yes, indeed, it's a 2-point game at halftime, and as I mentioned, it is the big men doing all the work for both teams. The leading scorer in the game is Sidney Wicks with 17, but he scored 16 of those in the first quarter. As Portland put up 34 in the first quarter and only 14 in the second quarter. And for Buffalo, it was 25 and 25. So consistency pays off for the Braves, and they take the halftime lead. Leading scorer for the Braves is their all-star Bob Kaufman with 14. After a very strong shooting performance by both teams in the first quarter, Portland has fallen off to 50%. Buffalo still at 60%. Rebounds are about even. Assists are about even. Portland with those turnovers that proved costly in the second quarter. And otherwise, statistically, this game is about as even as it gets. Channel updates before we head on to half number 2. First of all, if you are listening to this and you have not jumped on to the Sports Simulations and Replays Discord server, I will post the link to that in the game highlights or at the end of the game. Would love to have folks join the Discord server and talk sports in real time. I got to watch baseball tonight, and I could not be happier. Man, oh man, oh man! I don't care if the stadiums are empty. I don't care if there are cardboard cutouts in the stands. I just love watching me some baseball, and it was a thrill to get to see my Reds in action here tonight. Opening day, a 7-1 victory for the Reds over the Detroit Tigers. Sonny Gray looked tremendous on the mound, and Mike Moustakas hit a homer for the Reds, and it was just a great night for the sport of baseball. Good to be back. Tomorrow there will be Heartland Championship Wrestling on the channel. Heartland Ladies Wrestling takes center stage, and in the main event it will be a title match as the sensational one, Sherry Martel, winner of the Galacticon Ladies Tournament, current champion of Heartland Ladies Wrestling. She will be defending her title against the double tough lady from Texas, Angeles Lane, in championship wrestling action. Sunday, of course, will be My Journey with Jesus. This week we will talk about God is Good and some things in my life that I get to share that our evidence of how good God is, and that's the attribute of God for the week on my journey with Jesus. Next Friday night, we will be back in action here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network with History Maker Baseball. And I am frantically trying to find the TV schedule that I made for History Maker for the Epic Basketball League. Let's see if I can find that. I believe it is in the Dropbox, maybe. Yeah, here it is, the TV schedule for the Epic Basketball League. So tonight we have Buffalo and Portland. Next week we will have the Cincinnati Royals in action against the New York Knicks. Should be a good game in Madison Square Garden next week, as we have Gold Division action. Willis Reed, Walt Frazier, Earl Monroe, and the New York Knicks will take on the Cincinnati Royals, led now by Jerry Lucas, who came over from San Francisco in an off-season trade. So that will be next week on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. I'm also starting to play some History Maker golf, but I'm not good at it enough yet to put it on the channel. And a lot of other History Maker golf broadcasts are already being done, so we'll stick to basketball and wrestling for now. And speaking of sticking to basketball, let's get back to action here in Portland. And at the end of the third quarter, we'll talk some more about what's been happening in Heartland Championship Wrestling. But for now, we go back to third quarter action here from the Buffalo Memorial Auditorium. And it looks like for both teams, we have the starting lineups back on the floor to start the half. Portland controls the jump. They're going to try and get Wicks going here in the third quarter. See if they can't get him back on track. But he bounces it out to Adelman. Adelman tries to get into the lane, and he is called for the offensive foul. So the first Blazers possession of the third quarter does not end well. And now the Braves will have the basketball with a 2-point lead, hoping to expand that. Walt Hazard sets the offense. They've got Kaufman on the wing, out away from the basket. He's got Adelman all over him. He's got no room to move. He's going to try to look for a pass. He can't find a pass, so he finally puts the jump shot up. No good, off the rim, taken by Adelman. Nice defense by Adelman against the bigger Kaufman, as he was able to force Kaufman into a bad shot and then come away with the rebound for Portland. Portland looks inside to Gregor. Gregor down to Wicks, cut off by Smith. Wicks into the lane. His short jump shot is blocked. Elmore Smith got it. Randy Smith got him that time. And Adelman takes the offensive rebound. He gets it out to Petrie on the wing. Petrie with 9 on the shot clock is going to pull the trigger. No, he dumps it down to Schluter. Schluter off the glass, no good. Adelman with another offensive board, and the Blazers have a fresh 24. Setting the offense through Schluter. Backing down against the bigger Elmore Smith. He shuffled the feet, no call.
Schluter.
Pump fakes over Smith, gets Smith up into the air, and Schluter gets it to go. How about that? Tie game here in Portland, as Schluter got the best of Elmore Smith on that possession. Buffalo comes back to Elmore Smith. This time he's got a mismatch over Petrie, and he makes that look
Elmore
easy.
Smith.
52-50 Buffalo. Portland comes back and looks for Wicks. Comes off the screen, gets it on the low block, and gets the basket.
Wicks, from Edelman.
That is his first field goal since the first quarter. And once again, we are tied. Very entertaining action here in the third quarter. Buffalo goes to Garrett. working against Petrie. Comes off the screen. Petrie goes down. Garrett takes it to
Dick
the hole and
Garrett
lays it up and
from
good.
Smith.
Petrie got his feet tied up trying to come off the screen, and Garrett took advantage for the easy basket. Once again, Buffalo has the lead. Portland with the basketball. Running the offense. Gregor down low against Smith. Can he get a shot off? He goes to the fadeaway. Around the rim and out, no good. Rebound Smith. Buffalo brings it back slow, protecting a 2-point lead, now with the basketball. Smith on the outside against Gregor. And he pulls his own trigger.
From Kaufman.
Got the pass back from Kaufman, nailed the jump shot, and Buffalo goes up by 4. Adelman brings the Blazers back the other way. They work it inside to Wicks, trying to get him going. Turnaround jump shot from the baseline is off the rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Garrett. And it will be Sidney Wicks going to the line to shoot 2. Not a whole lot of free throws shot by either team. Wicks hits the first, and that is his 20th point of the ballgame. Second shot for Wicks is no good, and the rebound is taken by Hazard. Buffalo now leading by 3, returning to the offensive end. They've got Smith with it down low. Gregor forces him away from the basket. He's going to look to Kaufman on the baseline if he can get it. They can't get it to Kaufman. They get it to Hazard. Hazard comes into the lane, and he is called for the offensive foul. Nice job by Edelman stepping into the path of Hazard. He got to the spot first, and he drew the charge. Portland with the basketball now. They go back into Gregor. Gregor likes that mismatch, but he can't get anything to go. He misses that one. Smith takes the rebound, and he is fouled by Gregor on the loose ball. Actually, they're going to send Dick Garrett to the line for 1 free throw. That looks like a good matchup for Gregor, but Randy Smith has done a good job holding his own, defending the low block for a smaller forward. As Garrett hits the free throw, and the lead is now 4 for the Braves. Adelman works it to the top of the key. Dribbling against Hazard. Adelman takes it to the hole. He's cut off by Elmore Smith. Can he get the shot to go? No, it's off the rim, off the side of the iron. But Adelman draws the foul on Smith, and he will shoot 2. That is the 3rd foul on, actually both of the Smith guys now have 3 fouls. And Adelman will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. 75% shooter on the year, but he missed the first. Can he get the second to go? Yes, he does. 6 points on the night for Adelman. The lead is cut back to 3. 9 minutes to play, 3rd period. Hazard working against Edelman. Jump shot from the top of the key is no good. Gregor grabs the rebound. Adelman brings it up slowly. Still working against Hazard. Looks to pass the ball. Finds Wicks with it down low. Wicks works into the paint against Kaufman. Only a few seconds on the shot clock. And Smith swatted him away. Smith swatted him. And Smith took the rebound. And I don't know which Smith we're talking about. That's got to be Randy Smith. That's his 3rd rebound. And Buffalo with the basketball now and the lead. They swing it over to Garrett on the wing. He's their marksman out there, but he double dribbled with it. Turnover for Buffalo, and Portland has a chance once again to cut into the lead. 57-54, Buffalo leads it. Portland tries to run the offense. They're struggling a bit to get things arranged. Poor spacing. Wicks is forced to try and get a pass into the lane, and there wasn't anybody there to receive it. So that'll be a turnover, as Portland's offense just couldn't find the rhythm on that possession, and they come away empty. Buffalo with the basketball now, once again leading by 3. As they work it around the perimeter, they get it down low to Elmore Smith. Smith backing down on Schluter. He can't get that shot to go. The tip by Smith is no good, and Wicks comes out with the rebound. Wicks and Petrie have the pace, but they're going to pull it back and reset the offense for the Blazers. Gregor has the ball out on the wing, working against Kaufman. He's going to try and dump it down low to Wicks. We have got a whistle, and a technical foul has been called on Dick Garrett. I don't know what happened on that possession, but Garrett, I guess, thought he was getting held out there on the wing as he tried to free himself up for the possession. And he let the referees know about it, and the referees didn't want to hear it. Jeff Petrie will shoot the free throw for Portland. And he hits it, and it's now a 2-point ball game. Portland in possession. Adelman has the ball out on top. They dump it down in low to Wicks. Wicks works it in against Kaufman, and he gets this one
Wicks
to go. And we're tied up once again, 22 now for Sidney Wicks. A fine performance for the rookie out of UCLA, the rookie of the year in the NBA for the 1971-72 season. Buffalo back on the offense. They're going to look on the baseline to Kaufman. He's hit a few from the baseline here tonight. He hits another one. And he has got 16 to lead the Braves. Buffalo by 2, 7:13 to play. Sidney Wicks on the interior screen has a mismatch over Walt Hazard. They get it to him down low, but he can't get the shot to go. Help side defense from Elmore Smith was good for that play, but Gregor comes in and takes the offensive glass as he was not boxed out. Gregor can't get his follow-up to go, and the rebound is pulled away for Elmore Smith for the Buffalo Braves. And into the arena now we have my good friend Sam Pearson. Man, it is good to see you here, Sam, in the chat room. We finished up our NBL season together. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Quakes for winning the NBL, and the NBL is going to be on hold for a while until we get a card set for the 2019-2020 season, and who knows when that's going to happen. But welcome, Sam, to tonight's ball game. Very entertaining ball game between two really bad basketball teams, as the 1971-72 Portland Trail Blazers and the Buffalo Braves are battling it out. The Braves lead by 2, 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Braves work it down to Elmore Smith. He steps around Schluter and gets into the lane with the left hand and puts that one home. 17 now for Smith to lead the Braves. The Braves are up 4. Portland comes back. They're going to look down low to Sidney Wicks. Good look inside for Wicks, and he drains another one.
Wicks.
So, Sam, what do you know about these guys? Are you a Blazers fan, a Braves fan? You were a East Coast guy, so I wonder if the Buffalo Braves were part of your early experience. And certainly Elmore Smith and Randy Smith here brought 2 stellar rookies to the 1971-72 edition of the Braves. Braves with the basketball, leading by 2. Once again, they find Smith on the low block. Smith can't do anything, swings it out to Hazard, down to Kaufman. Kaufman's jump shot from the baseline is no good. Rebound is taken by Wicks. Here comes Portland with the break. It's 2-on-2. It's Adelman and Petrie. Adelman takes it to the hole himself, lays it up and good.
Adelman from Petrie.
8 points for Rick Adelman. Once again, we're tied midway through the third period. Buffalo sets up the offense. They look in down low once again to Elmore Smith. Smith from the inside. The turnaround jump shot is off the front of the rim, no good. Smith gets his own rebound. He goes to the putback, unloads at point blank range, and cannot get that one to go, but he is bumped on the play, no foul. The rebound is battled for, and we've got a loose ball foul on the play on Walt Hazard in that scrum. He grabbed Schluter as Schluter was trying to battle for the rebound. And so the whistle is going to go against Hazard. That is his fourth. He'll have to leave the game as Dale Schluter comes to the free throw line for Portland. The shot for Schluter is no good, off left. Missed that one badly, and Elmore Smith took the rebounds. And now we've got SDG replays in the chat. This is let's see. I'm trying to remember. You're the guy from Discord. Is it Kirk? Is that your name? I turned off Discord because it always beeps when somebody comes in. But yeah, I think this is the new broadcaster in the Discord, coming to check out tonight's game here at the Buffalo Memorial Auditorium. It's a good one. It's tied at 61 midway through the third period. And now we have got Kaufman working the baseline. Has Petrie on him. He's going to call his own number from the corner. He's hit a few of those baseline jumpers tonight, and he hits another one.
Bob Kaufman from Bryant.
Kaufman now with 18. Kent, that's okay. Kent, welcome Kent to the arena. And good ball game here tonight between the Braves and the Blazers. Blazers looking to tie the game up once again. They've got it to Petrie on the wing. Petrie steps into the lane around Garrett. But he's stripped away by Kaufman as he got into the lane. Kaufman tried to run the floor, and the point guard said, hold your horses there. We're going to slow things down and reset the offense. Now they get it to Kaufman on the low block, which is where he's better operating. He's got a good look inside, and he hits another one.
Bob Kaufman.
20 now for Kaufman, and Buffalo is back up by 4. Portland looks inside once again to Wicks. The hot hand here tonight, but he's tied up and can't get the puppies organized, as Billy Packer would say, and he's forced to call a timeout. Now 5 minutes to play. As Portland has the basketball, trailing by 4 here in the third quarter. The open man for the Blazers is Petrie. Foul line extended. His jump shot is up and good.
Petrie from Adelman.
Only 5 points for Petrie here tonight. Dick Garrett has done a good job holding him in check, but he hits that one and the lead is cut to 4. Or excuse me, the lead is cut to 2. Garrett now has it on the outside. He wants revenge against Petrie. He takes one from deep in the wing. Cannot get that one to fall. Schluter comes off with the rebound. Portland brings it back in transition. They don't have the numbers. They pull it back out and get it to Adelman to set up the offense. They're going to look inside once again to Gregor. He has an knack for getting open there, but he hasn't been able to finish tonight.
Gregor.
He gets that one to go. And once again, we are tied. 4:22 to play. Bryant with it for the Braves. Looks to distribute. Finds Randy Smith down low against Gregor. Smith backs him down. Shot clock winding down. The right-handed runner by Randy Smith is up and good.
Randy Smith.
And Randy Smith now hits double digits. He is the first backcourt player from either side to make it to double figures tonight, as this has been a game that has been contested in the paint. Braves now up by 2, under 4 minutes to play in the third. Adelman over to Petrie. Short jump shot for Petrie, no good. Rebound is batted around and Schluter snags it. Say that 3 times fast. The short jump shot by Schluter misses badly. And Elmore Smith takes the rebound for Buffalo. The Braves have numbers with Garrett. Garrett's going to take it to the hole himself. Lays it up, no good. Petrie got back to hassle him, and Petrie got him with the body on the play. So Garrett will go to the free throw line with 2 shots. And now Kat's saying, hoping to get another broadcast out. Wife had some health issues this week. Everything good now. Well, I'm so glad to hear that that your wife is doing well, and so glad you're able to come out and join us here tonight. And I will have to go check out some of your broadcasts as well. And now Red Sox fan back in action here in the chat room. I had a few minutes with Al Red Sox this morning while he was in the car on his way to work, and I was getting my act ready to go. And now 12 hours later, we're back together again on YouTube. And here's Garrett at the free throw line, looking to extend the lead. Measures his free throw. It's up and good. Second free throw for Garrett. Also good. 2 for 2 for Garrett from the line. That's 9 points for him tonight. Buffalo back out on top by 4. Larry Steele now in the game for Portland. He takes the jump shot from deep, and he can't get it to go. But he is fouled on the play by Emmett Bryant, as we've got both backup point guards in the game. Bryant and Steele. Steele snagged 5 rebounds in the first half. But he's looking for his first point as he steps to the line and connects on the free throw. Very strange line for a point guard in the first half, as Steele had no points, no assists, 5 rebounds. He connects on his first free throw. He hits them both, and the lead is back to 2 for Buffalo. Bryant sets up the offense for the Braves. He's got Hilton with him in the backcourt and John Hummer. Still got the starting men down low with Kaufman and Smith. Both of them are well covered, so they swing it around to Hilton on the wing. Hilton working against Petrie. He's going to try to get into the lane. He's cut off by Schluter, but Hilton stops and pops and gets it to drop.
Hilton from Bryant.
Nice little 2-man game for Hilton and Bryant, and Buffalo is back out on top by 4. 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Steele has it outside working against Bryant. Looks to distribute, finds Schluter down on the low block. Schluter in the lane. Releases from 10 feet. It's off the front rim, no good, but he is fouled on the play by Hummer. And Schluter will go to the line to shoot 2. Very nice night for Dale Schluter tonight, 14 points. He is a 4th-year center out of Colorado State. Getting his chance here at Portland to show what he can do. Schluter hits the first free throw. And number 2 is also good. And that's now 16 for Schluter on the night. And the lead is once again 2. Braves with the lead. And the basketball up by 2. They're going to look for Kaufman down low. Kaufman on the interior screen has the mismatch against Petrie. Cannot get the shot to fall, but he is bodied and fouled on the play by McKenzie, coming over to help out. Stan McKenzie guilty of the foul. Kaufman goes to the free throw line and hits the first. 21 for Kaufman on the night. Now 22 as he hits the second. Wholesale substitutions for both teams. Portland has their entire second unit out there. Buffalo still has their starting front court of Kaufman and Smith in the game. And now it is Larry Steele running the offense for the Blazers. He's going to look out on the wing to Stan McKenzie. McKenzie can score off the off the bench, but he missed everything with that shot. Elmore Smith takes the rebound. Bryant thought about trying to push it in transition, but the Braves don't have numbers and they reset the offense. Hilton with it on the wing. Driving in against Charlie Yelverton, but we've got another whistle and another technical foul has been called against Buffalo. This time they get Hummer. They must have not liked what he was humming. And it is McKenzie now who will shoot the technical free throw shot. No good. Buffalo regains control of the basketball, leading by 4. And hoping that the cooler heads will prevail. They swing it around to Fred Hilton once again. Once again, Hilton drives it into the basket and takes advantage of the soft interior defense and lays that one up
from Bryant.
Imhoff just couldn't get over in time to prevent the easy layup, and Buffalo is now up 6, and that equals their biggest lead of the ballgame. Portland's second unit is going to have to do something to make it happen here. They send it down to Ron Knight on the low block. Knight had 6 points in the first quarter, in the first half. Cannot get that one to go. Bob Kaufman takes the rebound for the Braves. Can the Braves extend the lead here against the second unit? They look to Hilton once again, and Hilton is aggressive tonight. He has taken it into the hoop once again. He's cut off by Knight this time, but he stops and pops and gets the 12-footer to go. Actually, he missed that one, but the tip by Kaufman was up and good. Give the basket to Kaufman. He's got 24 points tonight. And the Buffalo Braves are up by 8. Portland has hit another dry spell here. And their second unit is going to have to make something happen in the last minute here of the third quarter. It's Larry Steele calling his own number from the point. His shot is no good. Charlie Yelverton sneaks in for the possession with the rebound. And the Braves will reset, and the Blazers will reset. 15 on the shot clock as they get it to McKenzie on the wing. McKenzie's going to pull the trigger from 17 feet. Off the back rim, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Hummer. Hummer throws up his arm in disgust. He needs to be careful. He's got one technical foul already. And if he does too much yapping, he may find himself on the way to an early shower. McKenzie with the free throw is good. That cuts the lead to 7. As Elmore Smith gets a rest for Buffalo, replaced by Cornell Warner. Second shot for McKenzie is good. He's got 5 points, and the lead for Buffalo now is 6. Buffalo works the ball around the perimeter. They get it to Kaufman on the wing. Kaufman takes it down to the baseline, 12 seconds on the shot clock. He gets it down low to Warner. Warner forced outside by Imhoff. Warner's going to have to shoot from 15 feet. That's not his best shot. It's off the rim, no good. Imhoff on the rebound. Good defense by Imhoff. And now Portland will be able to play for the final shot of the period. Trailing by 6, Steele gets it down to Imhoff. Imhoff is tied up on the play. He'll jump it up against Yelverton. Yelverton controls the jump. 1 second to play. They're going to have to throw something up here quick. McKenzie's got it inside.
At the end of the third quarter,
the
Buffalo 77, Portland 71.
So after 3 quarters, it's a 6-point ball game. Buffalo took that quarter 27-23. The high scorers for both teams have 24 points. Wicks for Portland and Kaufman for the Braves. Elmore Smith having a great night for Buffalo, 17 points, 13 rebounds, and a couple of block shots. Schluter with 16 for Portland. as once again it's the inside play that has dominated this contest. As you can see, Portland's been doing all their work from inside. They're pounding it to Wicks, they're pounding it to Schluter, and largely they are converting. Buffalo has had a little better balance, but certainly more success with the inside shots. Okay, I mentioned more great action from Heartland Championship Wrestling would be in the third quarter highlights. Over the 4th of July, we had our annual summer spectacular pay-per-view known as the Freedom Festival. And at Freedom Festival 2020, it was Ric Flair in the main event successfully defending the NWA World Heavyweight Championship with a big win over Vader. The Steiner brothers held on to the NWA World Tag Team Championships with a win over their rivals Dick the Bruiser and the Crusher. And Rick Rude came into the Freedom Festival and took the Atlantic Wrestling Federation Championship away from Dusty Rhodes. But last weekend, Dusty Rhodes regained the title in the Omni at Atlanta on last weekend's house show. And Dusty Rhodes is once again your Atlantic heavyweight champion. This past Wednesday night, another monumental event in Heartland Championship Wrestling as Heartland celebrated house show number 1,000. It's been 14 years of action and 1,000 house shows plus 140 some pay-per-views. But house show number 1,000 was in Las Vegas, and it was spectacular. All kinds of special guests, including a special guest appearance by a former regular at Heartland Championship Wrestling, former President Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was a celebrity star of Heartland Championship Wrestling back in the day, and he always used to promote the activities at the spectacular venue known as Slick Willie's Presidential Library and Gentlemen's Club. Unfortunately, the Presidential Library and Gentlemen's Club was burned to the ground in a fit of anger by Hillary Clinton, and we had not seen Bill Clinton back in the Heartland until he made his special guest appearance at house show number 1,000. There was also some wrestling action at house show number 1,000, and in the main event, it was Jay Lethal with an outstanding performance defending the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship with a tremendous victory over AJ Styles in that main event. So now you're all caught up on Heartland Championship Wrestling. We'll be back on the airwaves tomorrow with more great wrestling. And now we are ready for what should be a very entertaining fourth quarter of basketball. The teams are lined up. Buffalo has Kaufman in the game at the power forward, and everybody else is representing the second unit. It is still the entire second unit for the Blazers, and it is the Blazers who control the tip. Charlie Yelverton with it on the wing. He is going to drive against Fred Hilton, back up against backup. And now we've got a whistle and a wet spot that we have to clean up. Now we're ready to continue. Guess that came from the rare play chart or some such. But now Portland's going to try and set the offense again. They're going to swing it over to Yelverton on the wing this time. And now we've got another stoppage of play as Yelverton had a little crick in his neck, but he's able to remain in the game. And with 16 seconds on the shot clock, we'll try this for a third time. They're going to look inside to McKenzie. McKenzie is an offensive force, and he gets that shot to go. He got to the hole and got that one to go. That is 7 for McKenzie, and the lead is once again down to 4. Bryant with it for the Braves, looking to set up a teammate. Tries to get it over to the wing, but it's stolen away by Yelverton. And the Blazers have numbers. It's 4-on-2. Steele is going to lead the break. He dishes to Yelverton on the wing. Yelverton comes hard to the glass, cannot get it to go. And Fred Hilton comes away with the rebound. Nice transition defense by the Braves to regain possession. Bryant takes it into the front court, dishes it off to Hilton. Hilton looks down low to Kaufman. Kaufman inside, working against Ronnie Knight. Shot clock winding down. Kaufman from in close. Off the side of the rim, no good. Kaufman wanted the foul, and he gets the foul. It's going to go against McKenzie, and that will send Kaufman to the free throw line to shoot two. Kaufman, an 80% free throw shooter, and he drains the first. 78-73. Kaufman hits the second, and that is 26 points for Bob Kaufman tonight to lead all scorers. Ron Knight wants it on the baseline for Portland. He was effective down there in the first half. Knight sends it back out to Steele. Terrible pass out of play, turnover to Buffalo. And D. Scott Howard joins us in the chat room. Welcome, D. Scott. It's been a couple of bad basketball teams having a very entertaining and good basketball game here in Buffalo Memorial Auditorium. With just under 11 minutes to play in the final period, Buffalo leading 79-73. Buffalo just regained possession of the basketball after the turnover by Larry Steele. And they are going to set up the offense and work the perimeter. And they get it down once again to Kaufman down on the baseline. Backing down low against Ronnie Knight. His shot this time is around the rim and out. But he is once again fouled, and once again it is McKenzie coming over to help on defense and drawing yet another foul. Kaufman 6 for 8 from the line today. Make it 7 of 9 as he hits the first. Now 8 for 10 for Kaufman. And Buffalo has their largest lead of the game, 81-73. Ron Knight has it down low, working against Kaufman for Portland. Knight from the inside, pump fakes. Oh, he got Kaufman up in the air, went up and under, and laid that one in.
From Imhoff.
Very nice little low post move there by Knight. And the lead is back to 6. Buffalo runs the offense through Hilton. Hilton steps into the lane, tries for the layup at the rim, and he gets it to go.
Hilton.
83-75 now in favor of the Braves. Portland setting things up. They run it through Yelverton. Yelverton once again is going to try and get into the lane. He gets to the hoop. He lays it up no good. And the rebound is taken by Steele off the offensive glass for Portland. Portland resets. 14 now on the shot clock. They're going to try to get it to Imhoff down low. They can't get it to Imhoff. Yelverton has to cut to the hole himself. He puts it up with both hands off the window and through the glass, through the net. Not through the glass. That'd be the proverbial brick redefined. But the lead is back to 6 as Portland is keeping it close with their second unit. When will they come back with the first team? Buffalo content to work the ball around the perimeter. 12 on the shot clock. Bryant has it out on top. Looking to set up a teammate. He gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman from the baseline. Shot clock running out. He rises up and gets that one to go. And that is 30 for Bob Kaufman. He has taken over the game here for Buffalo in the fourth quarter. And Buffalo continues to enjoy a comfortable lead. Portland looks down to Imhoff. Working against Cornell Warner. Doesn't like what he sees. They kick it around to Yelverton. Yelverton drives to the basket. Yelverton lays it up, and he gets that one to go.
From Imhoff.
Give the assist to Imhoff on the nice backdoor cut. And Yelverton, the rookie out of Fordham, with his second basket of the night. The lead is back to 6. Now under 9 minutes to play fourth quarter. Buffalo's just going to keep pounding it to Kaufman. Kaufman draws a whistle this time, and he is fouled on the play by Steele. That foul took place on the floor, so that will just be a one-shot foul. As Petrie returns to the game for Portland, along with Gregor and Wicks and Schluter. Rick Adelman remains out of the game, as Willie McCarter will run the point for a couple minutes. Kaufman's free throw is good. That's 31 for a stellar night for Bob Kaufman, the all-star forward for the Buffalo Braves. Portland's got it now, and they're going to go right back to Sidney Wicks. Pump fake and a running right-hander, no good. Gregor snags the rebound for Portland. Gregor's going to try for the putback. His short jump shot is good.
Gregor.
7 for Gregor. The lead is now 5. Under 8 to play. They've got Warner down low. He's got McCarter on him on the switch. He's got to try and take advantage of that mismatch. His short jump shot is good.
Cornell Warner.
First basket of the night for Cornell Warner. Buffalo back out on top by 7. Portland comes back to Schluter, open down low. Warner comes over on the defense. He got there a little bit late, but forced Schluter to alter the shot. And it is Hilton coming off with the rebound for the Braves as they look to extend the lead. Hilton dribbles it down to the other end of the court. Looking inside to Kaufman. He's the hot hand. He's got it in the lane, and he lays up another one.
Bob Kaufman.
He got that one in over Sidney Wicks. And Buffalo now enjoys their largest lead of the night, 9 points, with 7:26 to play here in the fourth. Braves taking control down the stretch. Portland goes to Petrie. Petrie from the outside, drives, lays it up, no good. Off the rim, but he is fouled on the play by Warner. And that will be 2 shots for Jeff Petrie. First shot for Petrie is up and good. Portland trying to keep it close here. Bob Kaufman goes to the bench for Buffalo. He is exhausted. Randy Smith is into the game. Garrett's into the game. Walt Hazard's into the game. So now they've got their starting backcourt and their backup front court out there. They need to get Elmore Smith back into the game. He has really been their major inside presence. Hazard now sets up the offense. And he is going to look to the wing to Dick Garrett. Garrett from the outside. Spin move. He slipped away from the defender, got to the lane, and got the little floater to go. Jeff Petrie never saw that one coming. Double digits now for Garrett with 11. The lead back up to 9. Wicks being guarded well by Warner down on the low block. He's going to try and get a shot off. He pump fakes. His shot is off the glass, no good. But he draws the foul on the play. That's going to go against Hoskett. And Wicks will come to the free throw line. He's had a tough day at the line, 4 of 7. And he gets the both of them to go on that try, and it is now a 7-point game. Under 7 minutes to play. Hazard with it out on top. He's going to call his own number. Top of the key. Tried to get it over to Garrett. And Garrett dropped it out of bounds. That's a turnover. Into the game comes Adelman. To run the point. They're going to get one more quick rest for their starters. And Adelman's going to work it down to Stan McKenzie on the wing. What's McKenzie going to do? He drives hard to the hoop. Cut off by Smith. Shot from the lane for McKenzie is no good. Rebounded by Imhoff, but Smith stole it from him. Elmore Smith now back into the game for Buffalo. They go to Warner down low, and Warner gets that one to go.
Cornell Warner from Hazard.
not your first offensive option, but he got that one to go, and with 6 minutes to play in the ball game, Buffalo again has a 9-point lead. That's their largest of the night. Adelman with it on the outside. Can't find anybody to pass to. With 6 on the shot clock, Adelman's going to have to take it to the hole himself, but it gets away from him out of bounds. That's another turnover, and the Braves have the basketball and a chance to extend the lead to double digits. They've got Fred Hilton running the point now, with Garrett on the wing. Garrett working himself open against Yelverton. Shoots from 15 feet, no good. But he is fouled on the play by Yelverton, and Dick Garrett will go to the free throw line. Garrett, an exceptional free throw shooter, 87%. And very smooth stroke on that free throw. Garrett knocks down both free throws. And Buffalo has an 11-point lead now with under 6 to play. And I don't know what Todd Rowland is thinking. He's got the entire second unit out there during crunch time. That may be the thing that got him fired. Larry Steele has it out on the top of the key. He drives into the lane. He collides with Fred Hilton, lays it up, no good. But Hilton got him on the arm, and Larry Steele will shoot 2. Steele sets himself for the first. It's no good. Portland cannot afford to be missing free throws. Trailing by double digits late in the fourth period. Steele missed them both. Hoskett takes the rebound. It's stolen away by Yelverton. And Portland steals another possession. Steele's trying to set things up. He can't find anybody. He pulls off the wild jump shot from free throw line. And Kaufman takes the rebound on that one. Portland not looking good here in the fourth quarter when they need productivity the most. Bill Hoskett has it inside, working against Daryl Imhoff. 10 on the shot clock as Hoskett takes it to the hoop and gets that one to go.
Hoskett from
Give
Kaufman.
the assist to Kaufman. Nice interior pass from Kaufman to Hoskett. 6 point for Hoskett, and the lead is now 13. Do the Blazers have a run in them? McKenzie's going to have to force his way down onto the low block. He gets that one to
McKenzie from Knight.
And the lead is back to 11. 98-87. Buffalo with the lead in the basketball. They're content to working around the perimeter. Hilton rises up from 15 feet. That's no good. Imhoff takes the rebound, kicks it out to Steele. Portland has the opportunity in transition, but McKenzie blows the layup. Yelverton steals another offensive board, passes it back out, but that was a stellar opportunity missed by Steele on that layup attempt. Alley-oop down inside low to Imhoff. Imhoff into the lane gets that to go. That's his first basket. And the lead is back to single digits. 4 minutes to play. Hilton from the perimeter takes it into the lane. Drives to the basket. Reverse layup for Hilton is up and good.
Fred Hilton from Chambers.
189. Buffalo leads with under 4 minutes to play. Yelverton will drive. Comes off the pick from McKenzie. Kaufman's over on the help. Made him change the shot, no good. Hilton gets the rebound, and the Braves will run. Hoskett to Hilton. Hilton to the glass.
Fred
Hilton gets it to go.
From Hoskett.
10 points off the bench now for Fred Hilton. And he has given the Braves a spark here down the stretch. They look down low to McKenzie. McKenzie very aggressive on the offensive end. Short jump shot, no good. Jerry Chambers with the rebound for Buffalo. And this one is getting away from the Blazers in a hurry. I don't know what's going on the Portland bench, but you've got tired reserves in the game, fresh starters on the bench, and the Portland management is not at all happy with what is happening with Coach Todd Rowland. Buffalo content to run some clock. Hilton out on the top, 11 on the shot clock. Drives into the key, cannot get it to off in time to beat the shot clock. And finally now the starters are back into the game for Portland, at least the starting backcourt. For some reason they have thrown Jim Marsh into the ball game for his first action, as Sidney Wicks is still cooling his heels on the bench. Petrie remains out of the game. It's going to be Willie McCarter on the wing for Portland. He steps into the lane. His shot is no good. Rebound for Kaufman. Portland's field goal percentage has fallen off dramatically here in the second half, as Buffalo brings the ball up with Hazard. Working some clock, down to 8 on the shot clock. They find Kaufman down low. Kaufman works his way into the lane and gets that one. He can't believe he didn't get the call, but that is 35 points for Bob Kaufman, and the lead is now up to 15. Adelman works it inside to Schluter. Schluter can't get the shot clock off, and that is a 24-second violation. Finally, Portland's going to try and come back in with their starting 5 and see if they can't do some damage now. Buffalo brings their starting 5 back out onto the floor. And Hazard is going to slow play this one, down to 6 on the shot clock. Hazard drives into the lane, bumps into Adelman. Shot is off the rim, no good. No foul called on the play, and Gregor takes the rebound for the Blazers. Petrie brings it up. They look inside to Gregor. He's got that size advantage over Randy Smith. He pump fakes. He rises up, gets that one to go.
Gregor scores.
And Smith got him on the arm. 3-point play opportunity for Gregor. He hits the free throw, but it's still a 12-point deficit, a minute 20 to play. Garrett inbounds to Hazard. 16 on the shot clock. Hazard's going to burn some clock. Down to 6 on the shot clock. They swing it around to Garrett. Garrett from 15. Shot is good.
Dick Garrett from Smith.
15 for Dick Garrett. 5 members of the Braves are in double figures, led by Kaufman with that sensational night, 35 points and 7 rebounds. Portland hurries it down the court. There's only under a minute to play now. 14-point deficit. They force it inside to Schluter. Schluter back to Adelman. Adelman in the lane, lays it up and good.
From Schluter.
Nice little give and go there, but this is too little and too late, as Buffalo will continue to burn some clock. 8 on the shot clock. Now 1 on the shot clock. Garrett's going to pull the trigger from the wing. And, Wicks got in there and stole it from him. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Ken. Very odd substitution pattern for Portland. I let the CPU handle all the substitutions, and I have no idea what they were thinking here tonight. Fast break opportunity for Adelman. He lays it up and good as
Adelman
Hazard just lets him step around and score that one. The lead is 10, and with 16 seconds to play, Buffalo's just going to hold this one. And Hazard's going to dribble out the clock.
Final score,
and that's your ball
Buffalo
game.
106, Portland 96.
So mostly an entertaining ball game, but yeah, the second half was a little bizarre. But Buffalo, very consistent all the way through the game. 25, 25, 27, 29 is your quarter-by-quarter scoring for Buffalo. And it was really that second quarter drought that killed the Blazers. Your star of the game, obviously, Bob Kaufman, 35.7 rebounds. 17 and 13 for Elmore Smith, for Buffalo, 15 for Dick Garrett, and 11 for the other rookie, Randy Smith. Portland, 26 for Wicks, 16 in the first quarter and only 10 the rest of the way as he went cold. Schluter with 16 and 5. Edelman with 12 but 5 turnovers. So that's your ball game for tonight. Thank you for everybody for coming out. Kent, thanks for coming. Our Red Sox fan, D. Scott Howard, stopped by. My old pal Sam Pearson, always good to see Sam in the chat room. I know Clinton Parks was here and Baseball Demos was here. So thanks to everybody for checking out tonight's ball game. That's our stream, and I am out of here.